I'm talking about at least 3 hours a day. At least 3 hours a day, engaging with people like there is no tomorrow. People are going to start asking you, can you paint something like that for me? Watch. I'm giving this out freely because most artists out there are like, they know something like this and they want to charge for it right away. Some ways to engage, very simple. You go and you start liking people's, it's the same rule. You go start liking people's things. Don't do the follow thing. It doesn't work. It never did. Especially now, it doesn't work. Unless you really like their account, then follow them. But don't do the follow thing. Go and start talking to people and start engaging. The forms to engage is like a few pictures, right? And then leave a genuine comment in their platform, in their page, in that photograph. If it's a painting that you like, if it's an easel that you like, if it's some brushes, if maybe they're not artists, maybe they're doing something else, maybe they're into a whole different thing, right? But start leaving genuine comments. You do that 2, 3, at least 2, but the best one, you do that 3 hours a day, you're gonna start getting flooded with interaction. Almost nobody does it because it requires. It's like if you told me, like, if I would ask you, like, what is the best way to lose weight and look, amazing? Well, eat right and exercise like 3 hours a day, and you're gonna look like fucking Brad Pitt in no time, right? Like, anybody knows that, but we just don't do it. Like not everybody does it, and artists tend to almost never do stuff like that because the little bit of time we have, we want to spend it not painting. Romanticizing the whole idea of being artists, romanticizing the idea of being a painter, and most of us don't use it. Don't use time correctly for what really matters. If you want to, if what really matters to you is finding a way to monetize, that is by far, okay. And I mean this. I'm a full-time artist. By far the best way to do it. I don't think anything will compare to that personally. Besides like having a lot of, followers on TikTok or YouTube or some stuff like that. But hands down, it's this Instagram approach. Not leaving comments every now and then. Like I'm gonna hammer this horse, okay? You need to kick the shit out of Instagram to the point where Instagram says we're suspending you for a couple of days because you're doing this so much. Fucking train. And then you go back at it again, and you learn how much less to do it. So it's a subtle art, okay? It's both. You got to be dropping content and engaging, okay? So don't just engage without dropping content, because then when people go see what you're doing, there's nothing they're gonna see. So put your paintings, make some videos, start dropping content every day, at least. I would say at least 3 times a day. You should be dropping content if you're serious about monetizing on Instagram. I'm gonna make an extensive video on this because I'm one who has monetized on Instagram and continues to do it, and not because I'm trying to. Honest to God, I mean, I not that I don't want to. I do want to, but I'm not even trying to because I got other platforms where I make my income. So Instagram is something that I'm just starting to fully understand. Why is it that people are asking me questions about commissions or coaching or this or that? And it's not because I drop content only. Some people have told me, well, it's because you drop content all day. If I were to drop content all day on Instagram and not go contact people, it would be meaningless. It doesn't mean anything. The magic is both, but the main thing is to go start contacting people, start engaging. What is one way to engage? Hey, nice painting. Hey, great easel. Where'd you get that? Like genuinely contact. Like if you're in a business meeting, not a business meeting, one of those mixers, like genuinely contact people and ask genuine questions. engage genuinely with them. You know, one of the things that I did wrong in the beginning is I started leaving little fucking hearts and like smiley faces only, and you know, that's not engagement. And there's nothing wrong with it, though, by the way, if people do it. But if you want to monetize, you need to put extra effort, like put some serious backbone into it. You know. I went all the way, huh? Curly says, a lot of my followers follow me because of my looks, and my art doesn't get much attention. I totally get that. Not because of my looks. I don't have good looks. I used to, though. How can I switch that perception? I think you can switch it. I think you're able to switch it. It's just not going to be right away, because the main reason they probably started following you is because of your good looks. You know. So if you switch. I would switch if I were you. I would mix it, right? I would use my good looks and like hold my paintings and show people my paintings or whatever. But start putting some content around not just you, but your points of views, your thoughts, the book you're reading, things that matter to you, while leveraging your good looks. I think you can leverage your good looks and you know, make it even stronger. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think, you know, not that you mentioned that there was something wrong, and that's not what I'm saying, but I think you can use it to your advantage without necessarily getting rid of one over the other. I think you're blessed, you know, if you have like good looks and then you can paint like you won the lottery, you know. Yeah, Gary Vee has some great. That's absolutely right. Rachel says, stop posting selfies and search out what Gary Vee says on the topic. Yeah, Gary Vee has some really great insights on this topic. Rachel says, I would also change your username to reflect the focus on your account being about your art and not your body. Yeah, I think that is totally doable. I think what happens is that it's just going to happen not overnight. You know, it's gonna take a little bit of time. You're gonna start attracting also those people that are not just they're not just looking at your body, right, or for your good looks or whatever the case is. They're also going to start paying attention to you're going to start attracting those people, you know. And I would leverage. I would leverage my good looks, you know. So because one of the things that I do is that I talk a lot, right? I'm a what do they call them in Spanish? Orator. I don't know if that's a good translation. I love talking. I can spend 8-10 hours talking without stop. You know, that's me. I could be on the radio all day just talking, and you know, just having fun. And some people, when I started doing this, some people were like, dude, shut up. Like, you talk too much and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I'm using this as a leverage, you know? Like, I don't know other people that talk as much as I do, or that can go deep on a thought, you know, as hard as I go. so I'm going to use it as leverage with my artwork. Yeah, absolutely. I would say mix it up. And do take Rachel's advice. I would go and see what Gary Vee has spoken. Gary Vaynerchuk has spoken about this extensively, about this exactly what you're asking. He's he's the marketing expert, right? I'm just an artist that has figured something out for myself, but I would definitely go and check that out as well. I just say use everything you have as leverage. You know, some people are just blessed with good looks. Some people are blessed with very insightful things to say. Some people are blessed with the way that they paint. Some people just paint like, oh man, I've seen some people paint like Michelangelo. You know, that's their thing. That's their shtick, right? They paint really good. Not every artist paints like Michelangelo. Some of us just, you know, we're more Picasso-esque. We all paint differently, right? And so I would leverage whatever you got and mix it up. Mix it up. And if you again, if you're serious about monetizing, I would hit Instagram so hard. I would make Instagram cry every day. That's what I would do. Like Instagram would be like, leave me alone, don't hit me anymore. Be like, no, I'm gonna hit you again, Instagram, take that. So, we're talking about marketing, it's so violent. But at the end of the day, is really the engagement. It's how much are you engaging with people, and is it genuine? Because if it's genuine, you're dropping real value, right? You're asking real questions. You're going to. It's going to be a real thing, right? It's going to be a real thing. One of the first mistakes that I did was that I hired a company to help me post leave stupid little comments like, oh, that's nice, oh, great. And I mean, I'm just being honest, guys. Like, I made that mistake and it cost me. It cost me because a lot of people stopped, they wouldn't trust me anymore. They looked at me like, dude, this is the guy who leaves those comments. And don't get me wrong, a lot of people were doing it. It wasn't just me, but the problem is that I did it. I should have never done it, And so I pay the price. It took me a while to get people's confidence, and for people to start trusting me all over again. So I'm telling you, it's not the end of the world. If people engage with you for a different reason, it's just you're gonna have to put a lot of sweat equity into it, which is good because then the people that do engage with you, they're truly engaging with you. They're not there. I don't know. They're not there because they I don't know. They want to see you in shorts or something. They're there for the reason that you want them. Not that there's anything wrong with that. If that's the end goal, then you won, right? But if the end goal is selling artwork, maybe you can leverage some of that and switch it over. I would say. I think Rachel's leaving some really great tips also. So I would definitely pay attention to the stuff that she's writing as well.